everyone, and welcome to JRC Consulting Group's new segment, Just Ask John. I'm John Carr with JRC Consulting Group, and I've been doing networking tips for the last 5 years. However, I've been getting a lot of questions lately, so we've decided to change things up a little bit and have your questions answered. Instead of me just sending you an email, we're going to answer it on video. And by the way, if we post your video, you're going to be winning a great prize from JRC Consulting Group as well. So let's go to February's Just Ask John. So the question actually comes from one of our clients out in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sean. And he says, John, how do I find the right Chamber of Commerce? How do I find the right Chamber of Commerce? You know, it's a great question. I know that there's many communities that have tons of chambers of commerce. Now, it's an exaggeration, but I know here in Palm Beach County, I think we have 8 or 9 chambers of commerce, and I think rightfully so, we need several. So how do I find the right chamber of commerce? Well, there's a few things that I look for and that I suggest. The first thing I look for, and I think the most important part of it, is the chamber staff. How do they treat me when I come in as a visitor? Do I feel welcomed? And how do they respond to my questions and my concerns about becoming a chamber member? That's very important. The second thing I like to do is I will actually look in their membership directory, and I may call 1 or 2 people that are members and ask them for feedback on how well they perceived that chamber and what they got out of the chamber, if anything. You know, it's kind of like doing a reference check on a business. I want to know how they're doing. So that's a very important part as far as when I look at, you know, which chamber am I going to join? How does the staff treat me? Are they really delivering on the promises? I know there's some chambers out there, they'll promise you the world. Then once you become a member, you don't hear from them again. So I don't want to be involved in that kind of chamber. The second thing is I look at the demographic and the market that I'm looking to grow in. So for example, if I'm trying to grow in a certain part of my county, then I may join that particular chamber that covers the demographics of that county. Now, it's not always so important, believe it or not, in the fact that what businesses are in there. It's partially important, but it's also important with which demographic of the geographical area do I want to grow in. That's more important to me. So, for example, if I want to grow in a certain area, I will make sure, let's just say Atlanta, Georgia, as an example. Now, Atlanta is pretty big. But if I want to grow my business in Atlanta, or let's just say Las Vegas, even Las Vegas it's a huge community, believe it or not. So you may want to look to see which chambers are going to be best for you. So when you want to look at that, here's how you do it. You go to a couple different events, and you might have to pay to go to the event, and I encourage you, don't try to get something for free out of the chambers. It's not fair to them. It's a business as well. But go to the chamber, go to a few events, ask some of the members there how they enjoy the chamber. What do they think of the chamber? Look around and see how the people react to each other. If you feel it's going to be beneficial for your business and that you can also bring value to the chamber, then that's one of the key things you want to do to decide which chamber you want to join. The other thing I like to look at is what kind of presenters, what kind of speakers are they bringing in? What kind of events are they having? Those are real important to me. So to really answer your question, because it's a tough question to answer, you know, how do I find the right chamber for me? How do you find the right chambers? You have to look at how they treat you as you're come in as a visitor or guest. What's the geographical footprint that I'm trying to grow my business? And what types of events and services and all these different things that they provide for you, what is it that they have that can benefit my company? And then, what can I do for them as well? So thanks again for Just Ask John. Congratulations to Sean from Las Vegas, Nevada for being the first Just Ask John winner. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you and have a great one.